Ladies, we are here on the show tonight. And tonight, what I want to talk about is we are going to talk about the Packers. Should they fire their coach or should they keep him? That's what everybody's saying. Is this the end of Mike McCarty in Green Bay? Look, like I said last night when I made my recap on that last night game versus Seattle, I said there have some weaknesses. Their two biggest weaknesses are the secondary and the line. They seem to have trouble at times keeping Aaron Rodgers up straight. So if they were to fire Mike McCarty, this is one of the teams that most teams, when you fire a coach, you go offensive mind. But this is a team that I think should go defensive mind if they were to hire a new coach. Most of these teams fire their coach, bringing in young quarterbacks like Jets, Arizona. Aaron Rodgers has been in this league for 10 years? He's been starting. He's got a Super Bowl champion, has played in a few NFC championship games. This guy does not need to have his handhold. He knows what he is doing. So if you were to fire Mike McCarty, you have got to bring in a defensive-minded coach that can tighten up that defense. That's been a problem for a lot of years now. It wouldn't really make a lot of sense to bring in an offensive-minded coach. It really wouldn't. Unless he can convince a good defensive coordinator to come with him, I don't know. But I would just go defensive-minded. And just two guys off the top of my head who I would go after is one would be Dean Pease, defensive coordinator of the Titans. This man, look at the way he's got the Titans this year. They are playing very good football defensively. Mike Vrabel has no experience. That defense is what it is because of Dean Pease. Dean Pease, look at the way that Tennessee, did you see what they did to Tom Brady? That was incredible. They done that to a few quarterbacks. Look at the way they make the Dallas Cowboys look on Monday Night Football. And then look at the way the Dallas Cowboys looked on the next week versus the Eagles. So that had to do, a lot of people were saying Prescott just sucks. No, you got to give credit to that Titans defense. They being Prescott, they made him look like shit, and then the following week they made Tom Brady look like shit. And before that, he was with the Ravens for about, 7 years? I believe he was part of that 2012 Super Bowl team. He was there, so this is a man who knows how to coach defense. I believe he was there with Rex Ryan for a little bit, and then he took over once Rex Ryan left for the Jets. This man knows how to coach football. More often than not, his defense is one of the top defenses in the NFL. That's one of the guys you could bring in to the Packers, and you just gotta tell him, Dean Pease, take care of the defense, and let Aaron Rodgers pick an offensive coordinator and have him go to work. That's the only thing I would have to say if you do hire a defensive minded like a Dean Pease. You tell him, hey, you're here to run defense. You're here to tighten up the defense. You go fix the defense. We'll give Aaron Rodgers his chance to pick his offensive coordinator. That's the only thing. You can't be like Teddy. I would not leave it in Dean Pease or any defensive coordinators, defensive-minded guy to come in there and pick the offensive coordinator. If I was management, I would tell Dean Pease or whoever you hire, we'll give you the job, but you're here for the defense. Let Aaron Rodgers choose his offensive coordinator. That is what I would do. Now, you guys are going to laugh at me, but if there was ever a time to call Rex Ryan to be a head coach, would be right here. Same thing. Rex Ryan, you're here to coach defense. Leave the offense alone. Let Aaron Rodgers choose an offensive coordinator. You're just here to do the defense. That's the thing with Rex Ryan. You have got to, from the start, tell him, Rex, Ryan, you're only here for the defense. Same thing, that Aaron Rodgers, because Rex Ryan, as a terrible coach if he was, if you remember, he took Mark Sanchez to 2 AFC championship games. With that defense, he carried Mark Sanchez. Imagine what he can do with a guy like Aaron Rodgers. That would be fantastic, I think. As long as he does not get in Aaron Rodgers' business and he's just there to coach the defense. That's the thing here. There's got to be a guy that is just there to coach defense. How? If the Jets fired Todd Bowles, maybe that's a guy you can bring in. Same thing. As long as he's just there to coach the defense and mind your own business and don't try to get on the offensive side. There's a lot of coaches you can hire, but you just have got to be careful they don't mess with Aaron Rodgers, number 12. You smell me? That's the only thing. I would give full freedom to Aaron Rodgers to pick an offensive coordinator. Hey, Aaron Rodgers, look, here's a list. Give him a list. Here's all the guys that we can hire. Pick one. If you want, we can bring some of them to interview. You know, have them pick them, have them work with him, and have whoever it is, you know, Rex Ryan, Pease, Todd Bowles, Dean Pease, Todd Bowles. You have them 100% on defense. But I think it could work. I think it could work. Now, you do have to address the line a little bit. There are holes in the line. But anyways, you can address that in the draft. Green Bay's one of the best teams on drafting. So, you know, I think they'll be fine. But that is the thing I would say. If you hire a defensive guy, you have got to make him understand from the interview before you hire him. You're here to work with the defense. That is one thing you know, you probably want to hire a Dean Pease, a Todd Bowles, low-key guys. You know, they are not going to be a character, are not going to create distractions, you know. But that's probably one of the few guys you can go hire. It's tough, but if there's one team that needs that kind of hiring a defensive coordinator, defensive-minded coach, it is these Packers. They have one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the league. They just got to tighten up that defense. It's simple as that. Look at Mike Zimmerman. Mike Zimmerman with the Vikings, completely defensive-minded. Look at the job he's done with the Vikings. So it's possible. And he's done it with multiple offensive coordinators. He did it first with Pat Shurmur. Now he's doing it with John DeFilippo. So it's possible for this to work. You just got to be committed to one side of the football. I feel the league is starting to change now. And it's really like, it's completely fine for a head coach just to be a coordinator. You know, everybody thinks, oh, the coach should be here. You know, 25% here, 25% here, 25% here. I think we are now in an age where it is completely fine for the head coach to be a coordinator. You know, it's fine. You know, Sean McVay and Wade Phillips. Sean McVay's the head coach. He is only working with the offense. You sit him at Wade Phillips, defensive coordinator, he's 100% committed to the defense. Sean McVay does not get involved with that defense at all. That is why they're so successful. It's almost like having 2 head coaches. One for the defense and one for the offense. That's what the Rams have. The Rams, look at the Rams. At times, you see Sean McVay sitting down, making adjustment with the offense while the defense out there playing. He has full trust in Wade Phillips. I think that's what some of these teams need to start doing. It's okay for your head coach to be a coordinator. It's okay. I feel that's the Packers' direction they have to go in. Hire a defensive coordinator, have him be the coach, but hire an offensive coordinator. Now, well, why don't they just hire them? Why don't you just keep Mike Mccarty and hire? Because they're not going to want the job. They're going to want the big money. Dean Pease is not going to leave Tennessee for Green Bay unless you pay him a lot of money. So you might as well hire him as head coach. Same thing with Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan's not going to take a job for a defensive coordinator anymore. So that's why you probably, if you want one of these guys to come, whether it's Dean Pease, Rex Ryan, even Todd Bowles, you're going to have to give them the name defensive coordinator. Excuse me, head coach. If you give him defense, it's like Sean McVay was not going to go to the Rams unless they give him the head coaching job. He was already offensive coordinator with Washington. So the only way they got him to go there was, Sean McVay, you're going to be our head coach. But he's really just the offensive coordinator, if you think about it. Wade Phillips is 100% committed to the defense. It's okay, you know, but like I said, you do have to bring the guy in as the label head coach to get them to come. Otherwise, they're just going to stay wherever they are. You know, because obviously the money's a lot better when you're the head coach and the defensive coordinator. So what you got to do as a franchise is, what do we need more? We need defense or offense? You need defense, you hire a defensive-minded head coach. You want offense, you hire an offensive-minded head coach. But it does not mean necessarily they're the head coach. They're just off. Sean McVay's an offensive coordinator with the head coach's label. You know, so, you know, obviously he's making a lot more money as the head coach, but he knows it. He knows it. Everybody knows it. He is really the offensive coordinator. Wade Phillips is the defensive coordinator. That team really has two head coaches. I feel that's the way the league needs to start going now, where the head coach can be a coordinator. It's okay. It's okay. But anyway, that's what I have to say tonight on the show. I want to thank all of you, the fans, for being here on the show. And until next time, I will see you later.